Starting with your guys, Ken. Obviously, you're losing a pretty big one in Troy, and you knew that was coming. What does Sampson bring to that equation for competing for a starting job, where it's months away, but
Right.
competing for a starting job?
Well, Sam's played a lot of football last year, and he played some really good football. Whenever we had him on the field, he did a nice job, and so he's got the line there right now, getting the reps with the ones. But there's, Drew Mathis played quite a bit last year. MJ Cunningham. You got the new guys that are coming in. So, G-Mon Efer getting back and getting into the mix on that side as a sophomore is going to be big. So we got some people that are playing there. It's going to be a long spring here, just of competing, going out every day.
I was going to say, give us an idea in the competition where Sampson was clearly the number 3 guy last year, but you mentioned those guys. What is the pecking order we see today? A little bit with MJ and Drew on the second team, but I'm sure it seems pretty wide open.
Yeah, we're mixing it up right now. We're playing different groups and different personnels, and it just kind of goes by day. And we want to see who can get in there, and we want to see how much depth that we can find that we can trust on the football field, because the more depth we have, the more guys we can play. It's a long season, and I think this year, being the second year in the defense, they know it a little better, and I think the competition will be a lot more stiff out there just because they all know what they're doing.
Mario had said that the plan is for Noah to come back after spring break to be in that spot, but just in the meeting room so far, from what you've seen from him, how impressive is this guy? We've heard about from the recruiting perspective, but
yeah, well, he's a freshman that just got here, and he's battling. He knows a lot of football. He's got a good family history of football, and his instincts are good. I like the way he approaches it on the sidelines, being right next to me. And he's one of those guys you have to slow down instead of speed up, and that's always a good thing as a coach.
What did it mean to you for Troy to play the way he did the second half, not just in general, but with the injuries, with the thumb and then with the knee?
Troy Dye is a warrior. He played and never complained. He rehabbed like crazy. He was in the training room. He was one of the guys I've most been impressed with in my career, that on Saturdays never wanted to come out of the game. At practice, he practiced with a lot of stuff that was going on, and I got a lot of respect for that kid, and I know he's going to be a great pro.
What's the next step for Slade, and stepping up probably as one of the leaders for your group?
Yeah, Isaac had a great year last year. For his first year being out and doing all the things that he did, it was all the different things, special teams and all the defense and running the defense and a brand new defense. There was a lot on his plate last year, and he handled it very well as we went down the stretch there. And so trying to get other guys to take a little bit of that pressure off him, I think he can make a lot more plays now that he knows the defense and stuff. And, I just think the future's really bright for him coming into his junior year.
Isaac Townsend and Trevin have added some weight this offseason. What do you see for them going into their second year after redshirting?
Well, I just think in the strength program with these strength coaches, our nutrition program, they look, their bodies are trimming up, they're getting muscular, and, we got bright futures for all those guys, and we're excited to have a chance to get them out here in the spring, and that's what spring's for, to see them play against a good offense and see how they can get in the mix.